Hello everyone, welcome back to another stream of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, the Trilogy. Today we'll be starting the third case, I believe. Third case in our little Ace Attorney adventure. A second, everyone. The last stream went pretty well, I want to say. So, why stop? Let's keep on going. Episode 3, Turnabout Samurai. I have no idea if anyone's in or if anyone's not in, but, you know, let's do it. Load save data? Sure. Hey, David. David, you're just in time. The third case is about to start. The third case. Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's start. Grah, you have disgraced me for the last time, Steel Samurai. The pale moon in the sky cries for your blood. Hey, Mafia Babe. Welcome to the stream. The moon? No, it is you who should gaze upon the moon, for it will be the last moon you ever see. Oh my gosh. See you in hell, evil magistrate. Wah! Grah! The warrior swords gleam and strike in the moonlight. One has fallen, but who? Only the moon knows. Don't miss next week's exciting episode. The Dark Messenger returns! You just started Alien Invasion from you. You're at episode 2. Cool. I wish you luck with it. But yeah, how's everyone doing? Hope everyone's doing good. October 14th, by the way. It's Halloween. That rocked! See you in hell, evil magistrate. Whoa, stop waving that broom around. Oh, Nick. I didn't know you were here. Of course I'm here. What was that surreal show you were watching? What? Nick, you mean you don't know the Steel Samurai? He's only the most popular TV hero for young people. Young? Like, how young? 10 years old? Then what the heck are you doing getting all excited? Hey, I'm only 17. That's 17, see? I'm a teen, not like you, Nick. Hey, don't talk to me like I'm your grandpa or something. I'm only 24 myself. Then watch it with me. He's really cool, and it's really popular. When they ask grade school kids what they want to be, Steel Samurai was #1. I really worry about kids these days. Gramps. Well, the Steel Samurai's over. I guess it's time to close up the office. I guess. Wish we had some clients. A month has passed since my trial. Mia's murder was the talk of the town for some time, but no one paid any attention to the Wright & Co. law offices. How am I supposed to pay the rent this month? It'll be okay. I'm sure some big client is just around the corner. Alright. I'm glad you're doing good, Mafia Babe. Bring, bring! Beep. Hello, this is Phoenix. Nick! Maya, what? It's still early. It's the Steel Samurai. The Steel Samurai got arrested. Huh? You mean the guy on that show? Yes! They're saying that the Steel Samurai killed a villain. Isn't that what he's supposed to do? Yeah, on TV. No, I mean he actually did it, in real life. He skewered a villain with his samurai spear. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Just come to the office, quick, please, Nick. Beep. What's going on here? Maya's here, watching the television. Now for the morning news. The actor Will Powers was arrested yesterday. Powers played the lead role in the popular kids show The Steel Samurai, warrior of Neo-Old Tokyo. He was arrested on suspicion of murder. The victim was Jack Hammer, who plays the villain known as the Evil Magistrate. His body was found still inside the Evil Magistrate costume. The samurai spear was also found stuck through the body. Police believe that this was the murder weapon and are investigating further. This has to be a joke. No, it's a nightmare. The Steel Samurai is over. The world is over. Bring, bring. Beep. Yes, Wright & Co. offices. What? Nick, it's the Steel Samurai. What? Yes, of course. We'll be right there. Beep. Let's go, Nick. Go? Go where? They have the Steel Samurai down in detention. So what? So, I decided this will be our first case. Well, we have our first case, guys. The Steel Samurai. Let's examine this plant real quick. Mia's favorite potted plant. Maya's been watering it so much lately it looks a little swollen. She's either trying to make it grow, or she's perfecting her water torture technique. Ha 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 ha. Epic. I know, right? Well, what should we do? What should we do? How can you just sit there like that? We have to get down to the detention center and meet the Steel Samurai. Does she want to investigate this case or just do some sightseeing, I wonder? My money's on sightseeing. You don't have enough information to make a case yet. Just admit it. You don't have a clue about what happened. No, we just don't have enough information. Well, let's go talk to this samurai guy. Wonder what he looks like. Whoa. What's wrong, Maya? It's him. It's in the flesh. Is that guy really him? What do you mean, that guy? Of course it's him. Will Powers, our client. That's him. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but he definitely did it. Murder. At least once. Maybe twice. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What are you saying? Yes? Something wrong? No. This is getting off to a great start. I know. You're disappointed, aren't you? Disappointed? Oh, no. No, it's okay. This is the real me. When I got the part of the Steel Samurai with that mask, I decided I would never show my face in public until the job was over. It's the kids, you know. I didn't want to wreck their dreams. Oh. I guess it didn't matter. So much for dreams. I wonder what they think of the Steel Samurai now. Sniff. Nick? What? He's a good guy. I mean, he's good. Yeah. He didn't do it. What a change in heart there, Maya. Let's see if this camera will say anything. Smile for the camera. Alright, fine. So what do you think of this guy, Mafia Babe? Big. Maybe you could start by telling us what happened. Yes, of course. It seems like it was only yesterday. Actually, it was only yesterday. The cast had come down to Global Studios for a run-through. We went through a few action sequences at 10 that morning. There was a rehearsal scheduled for 5 in the afternoon. But when 5 came around and the staff gathered at the studio, the evil magistrate was found lying in a crumpled heap near the set. Oh dear. They took off his mask and discovered that it was Jack Hammer, dead. He had been expertly skewered with the samurai spear. The samurai spear? Yes, it's a long spear that the Steel Samurai uses as a weapon. Maybe you could explain to me just what the Steel Samurai is. Nick, how could you say such a thing? I'm sorry, sir. I apologize for my partner. He's new to this and a bit out of touch with the world. Hey, who's new to this? No, it's alright, really. The Steel Samurai is the lead character in a popular kids show. He walks the streets of Neo-Old Tokyo, fighting battle after battle against the evil magistrate and his minions. Of course, he never really defeats the evil magistrate, although I guess he did defeat him this time. Sniff. I see. Neo-Old Tokyo? Who comes up with these names? Let's see his alibi. Now, where were you on the day of the murder? Well, that morning I came to the studios at 9. We worked through some action scenes until noon. Rehearsal was to begin at 5, but I was a little tired. So after lunch, I took a nap in my dressing room. When I woke up, it was after 5. I was late for the rehearsal. I hurried to the studio and found everyone looking shocked. They arrested me on the spot and brought me here. So he was sleeping the entire afternoon of the murder? Some action hero. What will the kids think? Sniff. I think I should probably check out the scene of the murder. Right. Global Studios. I'll draw you a map. Wow, Nick, let's go! Willing to bet $10 she asked for autographs. Well, here we go. How old is Will Powers, by the way? Let's see. 23. I'm older than Will Powers. He's a lot younger than I thought he was. Alright, let's move to the studio main gate. So, Mafia babe, I have a challenge for you. I have a challenge for everyone who arrives here today. See if you can tell me who you think the murderer is before, the end of this case. Let's see if you can do it. Wow, so this is where they make the Steel Samurai show. Awesome, aren't you excited? Hey, you there. You want in, you gotta go through me. Sorry. We're lawyers. Oh yeah? Well, that's great. I'm security, and it's my job to make sure that gawkers like you stay out. Gawkers? Gawkers, sightseers, tourists. I know the type. You heard about the incident and came to snoop around. Youth today, something horrible happens and I can think of as I say. Wasting your time in a place like this, don't you have jobs to do what you should be doing? I said, but maybe I should become a lawyer too. Sounds like a life easy to me, no work loafing around all days, please. Was young, where am I different? Am I need to replace her on straight shippy clothes? What are you guys coming down? My own son hasn't called in. Nick? Will I grow up to be like her? Please say no. I don't know. It's possible. Hey! Listen when you're being spoken to, youths today. Alright, look at this lady. So, what do you do here at the studios? At Global Studios, we make children's dreams come true. In fact, in my younger days. No, you were a star? Only a little twinkle between the stars here, I'm afraid, dearie. What? Wow. This place has really gone downhill, you know. But 10 years ago, now that was a studio of dreams. Hammer was a big star back then, too. He was. Hammer? The victim, dummy. The evil magistrate. He's been reduced to playing villains now. Not exactly the best material to work with. Can you tell me about Mr. Will Powers? He's not a bad kid, but don't be fooled by his mask. You wouldn't want him on the silver screen without it, believe me. Little old ladies watching would lose their lunch. That's probably why he thought that the Steel Samurai was his big chance. No one thought he was capable of doing what he did to poor Jack Hammer. We don't know for certain that Will Powers is guilty. Powers? Of course he's guilty. How do I know? I know everything. That's my job. What kind of person was Jack Hammer? What kind of person? Oh, if only you knew. Jack Hammer will live on in many hearts as the ultimate action hero. He was simply dashing in his Dynamite Samurai series. Should I have heard of that? But there was an accident during filming 5 years ago. He got an unlucky break after that, reduced to playing the villain on a children's program. What's more, I heard they were paying him peanuts. It's enough to make you cry. Why are you so certain Mr. Powers is the killer? I was standing right here yesterday, I was here from 1 in the afternoon to 5 when they found the body. Now the studio where the murder took place is to the left of here, so if you want to go to the studio, you have to pass by me. Only one person went by here between 1 and 2:30 when the murder took place. And that person was Mr. Powers? Yes, I saw him. But Mr. Powers says he was sleeping in his dressing room. Oh, I'm sure he would say that. He's no fool. But he was the only one that walked by. He's the killer. You can bet your biscuits on it. Isn't it about time for you to be heading home? There's nothing to see here. Move along. Actually, we're here at Mr. Powers' request. I thought you were suspicious looking. Show me a letter of request, and maybe I'll just let you in. This lady here thinks she owns the place, obviously. What do you think about this person, Mafia? Security lady. Age? Mystery. Jack Hammer, age 37. Oh, he's much older. Sheesh. Alright, well, let's go back. Back we go. Hello, how was the studio? They all think I did it, don't they? No, not at all. Isn't that right, Nick? Right, not at all. At worst, you're a suspect. Sniff. She's sus. She's a bit sus. Mr. Powers, you aren't hiding anything from me, are you? What? No, I'd never do that. Earlier you said that you were sleeping in your dressing room after lunch. Yes, like a baby. But the security lady says she saw you that day. She says she saw you heading toward the scene of the crime. What? That's not possible. I really don't know what to say. I was sleeping, I promise. Mr. Powers, if you want me to help you, you have to tell me the truth. I'm new to this lawyer business, and I need every advantage I can get. I know. I'm sorry. Sniff. But I swear to you on my mama's grave, I was sleeping. Maybe the security lady only thought she saw me. What did she see? It doesn't seem to be lying. About the security guard at the main gate to the studio. Oh, the security lady? She's terrible. She called me suspicious looking. Yes, actually, she said the same thing to me before. Take off that mask were her words, I believe. She sucks up to all the bigwigs at the studio. But let her see you stumble once and she'll never let up on you. Grr, she's got some nerve. Do you think you could write up a letter formally requesting my representation? Of course. There we go. I just hope this will get me past that security lady. Alright. Back we go. Take that! Ma'am, I have a look at this. It's a letter of request from Mr. Powers. Yes, I recognize the bold, childish scrawl. Powers' request given to the security lady. To think he would entrust his fate to youths of such unreliable appearance. Really? Anyway, you may pass. But only left from here, towards the studio. No going to the right, that's the employee area. No one allowed inside, pal, were my instructions. The good detective told me himself. Hey, Nick! Huh? There were maps in the security guard station. Aha, we have a map. Mafia. We should look at this map. Take a glance at it. Hey, not bad. Those are 50 cents apiece, thank you. Well, time to go, Nick. 50 cents. Alright, we are good to go. Let's go, guys. Whoa, what is that? Look at that thing. Oh, hey. Aren't you that murderer from the other day? Ah, it's that confused detective. Hey, pal, you know Prosecutor Edgeworth is all upset, and it's your fault. I saw him sipping tea and staring gloomily out the window. So? Hey, if he's depressed, it's all your fault for doing sloppy detective work. Detective? I think you hurt his feelings. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Well, I think he feels as his feelings are easily hurt. You're right, pal. It's all my fault. I can blame other people all I want, but I know the truth in my heart. Hey, don't take it so hard. There's always the next case. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Hey, what exactly are you two doing here? Well, we're on this case too, pal. Huh? Hey, you can't just go around saying pal like that. That's my endearing character trait. I'd say he's a character, alright. Aw, here's the Detective Gumshoe music. I love this tune so much. What the heck is this thing, guys? The studio mascot. I guess it's a monkey of some kind. But what kind of monkey has a nose like that? He's holding a sign in his hand. Right to Studio 1, left to Studio 2. What's up with that thing? It looks kind of busted. Oh, the wind was pretty strong yesterday, and the head broke off. I took that tree down with it, too. Sheesh. Freaky. Yeah, a bit freaky. So how was your investigation going, Detective? Well, hey, I can't tell you that, pal. Nick, maybe you need to be a little more indirect with your questions. Right, so, Detective, mind if I take a look at what you got? What I got? The autopsy report, the latest version, if you please. Right. Sorry about what happened last time, pal. So, listen up. Time of death, 10/5 at 12:30 p.m. Cause pierced through the chest by a spear. It's not a statue this time, it's a spear. Why was Mr. Powers arrested? Simple, pal. The murder took place right over there in Studio 1. Now, the victim entered Studio 1 at approximately 1 p.m. At that time, there was no one other than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, the time of death was 2:30 p.m. Only one person went to the studio between 1 and 2:30. And that person was none other than Will Powers. No one else, pal. If you think I'm lying, ask the security lady at the main gate. Nick, if that's true, anyone would think that Powers did it with that kind of evidence. Thanks for cheering me up. Alright. About the security lady. Oh, that sweet old lady? What a charmer. Huh? Are we talking about the same person? When I showed her my badge, she gave me a donut and some coffee. Remember what Powers said? She's a sucker for authority. She even gave me a piece of valuable evidence. What? What is it? What kind of evidence? Well, that photo. The photo of the steel samurai heading toward the scene of the crime. What? Who took that? See the camera up on the gate, pal? The gate? You mean the one with the welcome sign? Yeah, whenever someone walks by, the camera automatically snaps a photo of them. Oh no! Nick, he has evidence. We're finished! Funny, for someone with hard proof, he doesn't look too happy. What's wrong, pal? You seem down. Don't look so happy when you say that. We'd like to ask the employees here some questions. Sure thing, pal. Go wherever you like. Of course, you're not going to find any clues I haven't already found. I'm glad someone around here seems to be enjoying themselves. Nick, let's go. We've got a free pass to the place. Now's our chance to check things out. Well, let's get moving to the examine. The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. Hey, it's locked. Looks like you need a card key to get in. It makes sense that they would want to keep the non-employees out. A card key, huh? Well. Nick, look! That security lady is in the guard station stuffing her face with donuts. I guess all cops like their donuts. Yeah, and they're soft enough that she doesn't need teeth to chew them. Hey, you. Well, are you satisfied Powers is guilty yet? She had to make my life harder by giving that photo to Detective Gumshoe. Why didn't you tell us about the security photo, ma'am? Oh, that? I just thought it would be more thrilling to talk with the detective himself. These things are important, you know. Oh, just to the left from here is the gate with the camera that took that photo. It's my job to check the photos every day, you see. The guard station is in the central position. No matter where you go here, you'll pass by my station first. Now poor Hammer, he went to the studio just before 1 rather. The murder happened right around 2:30, see? The only one I seen go through here between 1:30 and 1 and 2:30 was Powers himself. Donuts are so weird. I like donuts. Especially, the powdered ones. Security camera got a good look at him too. If he's not the one who did it, I don't know who is. Maybe it was you. Yeah, good one, Sonny. She thinks I was joking. Was the victim Mr. Hammer a popular actor? Oh, he was the biggest star in the studio. Was? Past tense? Oh yes, he was great as the bearded samurai. That too, yes. He's shown the brightest, back in the day. Making a star like him play the evil magistrate, it's a disgrace, I tell you. Hammer took it pretty hard, and who can blame him? About the security camera. Oh yes, the camera. It's automatic. It can tell when someone walks through the gate, see? Then it snaps a photo. Apparently, it records the time when it takes a picture too. But I don't bother myself with those details. I just view all the photos on the computer over in the security guard station. I check them every day before going home, I do. Okay. Maybe we should, talk to the computer. The computer that runs the studio security cameras. Hey, no touching. Oh, maybe not. We need a card. Security guard station. That security lady must like junk food. There's a mountain of it on the desk there. I can see the computer that runs the security cameras. Alright. What's that? Giving that to me? Nope. Topsy report. Trying to remember what else I need to do. Automated camera. I need a key card. That I know for sure. For shizzle. An overhead map of the studios. Right from here is the employee area. Left of the actual film studios. The main entrance to the studio. There was a big scene here yesterday with onlookers pressing up against the gate. Looks like the studio van. They probably use it to carry around film equipment. Alright. Guess we'll move... Oh, here we go. Employee area. Here we go, guys. Nick, This is where they do all the behind-the-scenes stuff. Hey, look, there's Powers' dressing room. No one's here this soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around. Alright, what do we got here? What do we have here? Look at this. The metal grate on the drain here has been taken off. That's a pretty big drain. A kid could fit through there, I bet. Yeah, if you snuck in that way, you wouldn't have to pay at the gate. Well, if you want to leave that way, be my guest. Right. Huh? Hey, I'm not a kid. Whoops. The grate that used to cover the drain. It's a little bent. I don't think it would fit if I try to put it back on. Weird. Alright, what do we got here? The remains of yesterday's lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on one of the plates minus the steak. T-bone steak. That would have hit the spot. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a second stomach just for steaks. What? Are you a cow, Maya? Are you a cow? Looks like one of those electric-powered bicycles. I don't know about these. I mean, what's the point? It makes it a lot easier to go up hills. Don't people cycle to get exercise? Alright, let's go to the dressing room. This is where he was when he was sleeping. Powers' dressing room. So this is where he was sleeping? Or at least this is where he claims he was sleeping. No one actually saw him take a nap here, did they? Right, and there's a picture of him near the crime scene. I hope he's telling the truth, for his sake. What do you think, Mafia? Is he telling the truth? Was he sleeping? Sleeping? This must be Powers' bag. Hey, don't open that. Look! An employee card key. That must be Powers'. It says Studio One. Let's take it, Nick. Borrow it, you mean borrow. Can never be sure. Nope. Looks like someone was sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap here yesterday. Well, we got card number 1. The entrance to the Studio One. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. Wonder if this card key we borrowed from the dressing room will work. It opened. Alright, we're in. She's way too happy for someone's visiting a crime scene. Alright, here we go. What is it? You're really quiet all of a sudden. Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? That white tape, it's so real. Well, the evil magistrate did die here, and the steel samurai killed him. The murder weapon was the samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me. Oh dear. Let's check out this. They outlined where Jack Hammer's body lay with tape. His body was found still inside the evil magistrate costume. I guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. Funny. Expected a spear stabbing would at least leave a few blood stains. I guess the costume must have absorbed most of it. Huh. Look, a ladder. That's a step ladder. So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Right, sorry. This girl is out there. She crazy. Hey, look, that's the chair the director sits in. I've always wanted to sit in one of these. Hey, Nick, take a look at that. One of those black and white boards they clap at the start of filming. And look, a megaphone. A real live megaphone. Ready, Nick? Action! This girl is more trouble than I thought. She crazy. What do we got here? Whoa! Hey, Captain Chips. Thank you for 27 months. Holy cow, that's a lot of months. Why do you do it that long? Like, what did I ever, you know? But thank you so much. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the third case. Wow, look at that camera. That must cost a ton. Yeah, so don't touch it. Whoa, it's heavier than I thought. Hey, you, no touching that. Oh, hello. Sorry. My partner is kind of, you know. You know? No, I don't know. Who are you? Who, me? I'm an assistant here. I help with props and stuff, moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. We're lawyers representing Mr. Will Powers. Oh, you're WP's people. WP? Oh, Will Powers. WP, I get it. I don't envy you guys one bit, but do what you can for WP, okay? He never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. Don't worry, leave it to us. So just to update you, Captain Chips, this person is the defendant, the suspect. He's suspected in killing this guy, Jack Hammer. This involves a big TV show, by the way. He plays the Steel Samurai. He plays the evil magistrate. This is an old lady, and this is an assistant. And there you go. But what's up? How you doing? Could you tell me anything about the day of the murder? Yes, I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on staff that day, you see? Only one assistant? Yes, well, the studio isn't doing so well right now, and yesterday was only rehearsal for our action sequences. Oh, I see. In the morning we went through the action sequences in the employee area. WP and Hammer were there, along with everyone else. The employee area, that's where Powers' dressing room is, right? Yes, that's the place. After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. Then I saw WP go into his dressing room. But I didn't see either of them after that. Okay. Did you know that Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room? No, I wouldn't go in there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private. What kind of girl do you think I am? What kind? No, I'm sure you're a fine girl. Sorry. So much for getting confirmation of Powers' alibi. What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. If WP was the only one who came to the studio, then he has to be the killer. They even have a photograph. Sorry, I know you're busy. Not really. Actually, there's been something bothering me. Aha! That's what I'm talking about. A clue. A lead. Well, I don't know about that, but that day just afternoon, I sensed someone was here. You sensed? Yes, several times. Some other studio employees, maybe? No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run-through. I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside. Really? But wait, if someone had come in here, wouldn't that security lady have noticed them? Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, I don't have any better information than that. No, thanks. That helps us a lot. Anything helps. Let's go put that security lady on the spot. So you sense that someone other than the regular film crew was in the studio? Yes, I think. Oh, to update you, you knocked out 2 sky towers. Woo! Investigated a bit underground. What did you think of the underground, by the way? Or the depths, as they are called. Found 2 light routes under the Hyrule Castle area. Got about 130 postals, extra zonite. Oh, there's no such thing as extra zonite. Head south to the Great Plateau, killed a few black bokoblins, got a mission to tag 4 pits around the plateau, ran like hell from my first Gleeok. Ah, yes, I found a Gleeok. Killed a Talus and knocked off about 9 more shrines. Nice. I think doesn't cut it in a witness testimony. Nick, what about that security lady? If someone else came into the studio, she must have seen them. We have a word. We have to talk to what's-her-face. What? You're still here? Really? You look as though you've seen a ghost. Oh, I've seen a ghost, alright. You're the ghost. What? I saw that suspicious look on your face. I wanted to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 p.m., correct? And the estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30. Are you sure that Powers was the only one to go through here between those times? Sure as can be. But we have a witness who thinks there was someone from outside here that day. What? Are you absolutely sure you were here watching the whole time? Ma'am? Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me? Eek! Alright, you better tell me, and tell me quick, you spiky-haired cretin. Someone's been complaining about the work I do, eh? We were just talking to the assistant in Studio One. Her, she's not even a full-time employee. All you youngins are like that nowadays, running your mouths like there was no tomorrow, saying the other thing. While I was young, let me tell you, we had a thing or two about treating your elders. Back then we did it. Crying shame you used today was before ladies. She left. Well, Nick, this is our chance to do what we can without her looking over our shoulders. Your thought process underground. Dark, 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 glowy. Souls, evil, dark, dark, moblin. Explosions! Dark, 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 evil. Why am I dying? Shite, run, run, run. Light thing, run, run. Yay, sunlight! Then repeat for a good 50 minutes. Yeah, that's the deaths for ya. Captain Chips, if you were wondering why my streams lasted 4 hours when I played Tears of the Kingdom, now you know why. That and just the game is awesome. The computer that runs the studio security cameras. Nick, maybe we can see that photo of Powers with this computer. Yeah, maybe. Should I try the computer? Okay, let's give it a try. You know how to work these things, Nick? Looks like I just have to enter in a few numbers. Let's see. First I need the date of the murder. Looks like the camera turned on at 1 p.m. that day. 1 p.m. or 1. That was when the security lady arrived at the gas station. He was never questioning it, frankly. Please enter the number of the security camera. Let's see. How about the first one? There, entered. Nothing happened. Huh? Maybe I got the wrong number. Maybe we should go look at that camera again. There, entered. Hey, it printed out the data for that day. Let's see what we got. Oh, there he is. That's Will Powers. Wait, that doesn't look like Will Powers at all, though. Huh? How is this a picture of Will Powers? Well, he is the one who always wears that suit. I guess that's why the security lady thought it was him. I don't imagine the detective was very happy with this photo as evidence. Something's printed on the back. Huh. October 15th, 2 p.m., photo 2. What does that mean? Maybe there's more photo data from that day? Nope, that's the only one in the computer. Hey, Nick. Can't we use this photo as evidence for the trial? Yeah. We'll put that security lady in her place with this. Right, we'll put her in her place. Hey, that's what I said. Anyway, let's show her this photo and see what she says. Wait, let's not. Why not? It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon. Nick, you're craftier than I gave you credit for. What? You could be the next evil magistrate. Hey, why do I have to be the villain? Relax, it was just a joke. So, are we done for today? I think this photo is what we needed for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea who the real killer was. Maybe it really is that security lady. To be continued. See you tomorrow, guys. Bye! Nope. Alright, let the fun begin, everyone. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. So Edgeworth is the prosecutor once again. The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio One of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact. I see. Very well, I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness. Very well, I call a most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court. Yes, sir. I'll explain with the guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio. See? This here is the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studios. The security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station, there's a gate, see? Past that area are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder, where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. All the productive staff were in the employee area until noon. Then after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now jump on ahead to later that day, 5 p.m. The production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was canceled. You know, 'cause that happened. The time of death was 2:30. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. That's the case in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Should I listen to the whole thing again? No. I think I can probably remember that. So the murder weapon was a spear? How medieval. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see? Understood. Let's call the security officer to the stand. Okay. Will the witness declare her name? My, aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered. Your name, please. Oh, dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma. Your name, please. Seems Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witnesses to say their names. Wendy Oldbag, dearie. So just call me Grandma. So even when I was young, I was an old bag, but named my name. Some of the other children make fun of me because of my name. Can you believe it? There was this boy that kept in a junior high club. He called me an old bag, and I cried and cried. I have a crush on him. You see? Objection. I object to the witness's talkativeness. Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand. I was just getting to the good part, dearie. Perhaps we can get to the testimony. Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct? Yes, say I was. And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you. You know your stuff, dearie. You may begin your testimony. She sure is one hell of an old bag. Whew, well here we go again, guys. Testimony. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run-through there since morning. I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5. Now the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me, because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading toward the studio. You saw the defendant then? Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. So let's see if I can do it now. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Let's save the game real quick. And let's see if I can do it. Does this look like Powers to you guys? Let me get this straight, old bag, Miss Old Bag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo Old Tokyo. Miss Old Bag? Is this the Mr. Powers that you saw? Of course. Didn't your mama teach you any sense, sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right? No, they can't. Well, I mean, I wonder. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai. I know that. I wasn't born yesterday. No one in this court is accusing you of that, witness. He's having trouble calling her old bag, apparently. However, you do not have proof on that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you? Humph, nosy old man. Of course I have proof. What? Huh? Even Edgeworth is surprised? The prosecution would like to ask the witness, please make known all information in your possession ahead of time. How was I supposed to know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal. Didn't even give it a second look. Wow, old Windbag has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good. Let's hear about your proof then. This dialogue is phenomenal. I told you. This dialogue is like some of the best you'll ever see in any game. I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning, during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now, look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his leg, see? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy? So he had sprained his ankle. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. She's got to be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. Like that. Never say anything I don't mean, mind you. Whippersnapper. Hey, I haven't said anything yet. I'll have you know I'm not pointing fingers at anyone behind their backs. Everything I've said is on the straight and narrow, the up and up. Youth today, always whining about each other, pointing fingers with this way, never make an old lady want to cry. Mr. Wright, please for all our sakes, try not to upset the witness. I think Edgeworth has met his match. That morning, during the run-through of the action scene... Hey, number 13. Welcome to the stream. You're just in the middle of trial number 3. How you doing today, though? Who was present at the run-through? Well, let's see. There was Powers, he's the Steel Samurai, and poor old Hammer, the evil magistrate, and me. And what exactly were you doing? Observing. Just observing. What about the assistant? Oh, she was off moving backdrops around and such, so she didn't see the run-through then. I saw Powers trip and fall. You're doing good? Awesome. Trip and fall? Yes, and to think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh. So Powers sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course. You helped make it better? I kissed it where it hurt. Let's just skip over that part, shall we? Where was the assistant then? Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle. You may continue your testimony. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. He broke a prop? Sure did. His own samurai spear. His samurai spear? The murder weapon? Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it. This strikes me as a significant detail. Better write this down in the court record. The murder weapon, a break in the shaft, has been mended with duct tape. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Was Mr. Powers' ankle badly sprained? Not so bad that he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch, thus the nap. Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked. Dragging his foot? Okay. I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor? Well, there's one thing that bothers me, which is, where is the Steel Samurai costume now? Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes? And it is clear that the person in the Steel Samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers. I suppose that's right. Are you sure you're sure, Your Honor? Hold it right there. We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows the Steel Samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers. The defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else not caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also. Then allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please? No need to ask twice. The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., true? The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. So if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be the Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Alright. Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. Trying to remember if this was the answer. The further I play, the more I tend to forget what the answers are. He's dragging one leg. I would have seen them. Photo 2. Let's see if this is right, or if I'm jumping the gun too fast. Nope. Hold on. Look at this photograph one more time. The photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct? Yes, sirree, Sonny. So, whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture? And here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground. Right. Anyway, it's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data. Oh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening. That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo are printed the words October 15th, 2 p.m. photo 2. Even I know that means it was taken at 2 p.m. on October the 15th. Really, Sonny? Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says photo 2. Photo 2. The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo 1 if it really was the only photo? Order, order. Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not one but two people went to the studio that day. Yet there's only only data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access, the security lady herself. Me? You watch your mouth, with whippersnapper. The only person I saw that day was Will Powers. But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means two people went by. Well, yes, that's what it would seem to mean. Can the witness explain this to the court? I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, help! But believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either. Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper, too. Whippersnapper? Something the matter, Miss Oldbag? Ah, that's right. I just remembered something. Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than the Steel Samurai? Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way. Finally. I see. Your testimony, please. The other person. Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day. Miss Oldbag, this is the first I've heard of this. Well, of course, Sonny. I've only just remembered it. Right. Anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination. Well, I'd say this was a turn for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this. Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. Another job? That's right. I check all the people that pass by the main gate that day. I look closely at every one of the photos that security camera takes. Do you back up all of the security camera data? Well, they keep telling me to, yes. But those computers are just so frustrating. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see? How exactly do you determine what isn't suspicious looking? Oh, you can tell by looking at their faces, for the most part. For the most part? This is a murder trial, Miss Oldbag. Well, I didn't touch that suspicious-looking Will Powers photo, did I? I think she's missing the point. Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day. Well, who in the heck was in the photo you erased? Humph, a fanboy. Fanboy? Steel Samurai fanboys, real freaks if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging about. One was there that day. Well, wait a second. Didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words. Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area. The grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside and, well, that's where they come in. They come in through the drain? I told you they were freaks. Oh, and? They're kids. Children. Whippersnappers. Kids? So, on the photo that you erased, it was a boy. Probably 2nd or 3rd grade. What? That's not safe, what, the drain, going through the drain? Especially for a young kid. Order. Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was the Steel Samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be in about 2nd or 3rd grade. Oh yes, well, we see his type there every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him. A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade. I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear. Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy. Right? As I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data. Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect. Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him. This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time. Well, we're in a pickle. Mr. Powers? Yes? Tell me straight, were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio? I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest. So who was the Steel Samurai in the security photo? How should I know? The Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really. What? You should take better care of that stuff. I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a Steel Samurai costume. So, where does this leave me? It doesn't look good. Sniff. You're the only likely suspect right now. Nick, what are we going to do? First, we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this. Right. And it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day. Right, but if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot. You don't sound very optimistic. I'm not optimistic at all, actually. Hey, Nick, it's time. Okay, let's go. What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that. Snip. Yep, that's our big, lovable defendant there. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter? The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studios was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence, but there is still no one else who could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers. Whoops. Very well. Mr. Wright, your thoughts? The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime. Order. Interesting. Let us hear who you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized. Right, great, as if the stakes weren't high enough. So, who was this person other than Mr. Powers that could have committed the murder? The assistant girl, the grade school boy, the security lady. Probably is the assistant, you say? Shockingly, the right answer is the security lady. It was the security lady, Wendy Oldbag. Who? The Steel Samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about this morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run-through. Ah, see, the assistant wasn't watching. She was. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. the security lady Oldbag. What? Whippersnapper? Order. Is this true, Oldbag? Oldbag? That's Miss Oldbag to you. Miss Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she had no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the Steel Samurai costume, then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder. Why would she go through the trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai costume? Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers. I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright. Oh yeah, right there. Sherlock Holmes too, baby. That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump with an objection and some new damning evidence? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter? The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time. What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you all think I did it? Is that it? Edgy boy, don't just sit there, do something. What's my move? Maybe now's my chance to take this the whole way. Press further. The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldbag's actions on that day. But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer? You forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive too. Indeed. That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope. Wait just a minute. What about the other person who went to the studio? That boy, the one whose photo I erased. He's only a grade schooler though, as you said. 2nd or 3rd grade, was it? But that doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10-second stops. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? That boy is not the killer. What? How can you be so sure? Or is it be nice to kids and mean to your elders day, whippersnapper? I have proof. Proof? Indeed. Then let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could not have committed this murder? Card key, maybe? Actually forgot. The scene of the murder, as we all know, was Studio 1. However, you need a card key to enter Studio 1. How could a boy with no formal relation to the studios have a card key? I see. Well, will the witness care to comment on this? The Windbag, speechless. This has got to be a first. Very well. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Miss Windy, what was her name? Something Oldbag, Your Honor. Then the prosecution will look further into this Oldbag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned. Wait a second. I'm not going to just sit here while you run off barking off the wrong tree. Me? I'm talking. Oh great, stop the presses. The Windbag wants to talk. Miss Oldbag, what is this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony? Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about. Not to talk about? By whom? Huh? You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk? Well, testify. Alright. Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studios that day. But if you're going to go accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free. Miss Oldbag, this is a crucial information. Why did you keep this from the court until now? Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told. No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the Oldbag. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. So you were told not to talk? That's right, by the studio and the TV bigwigs, no less. Why didn't I hear about this? Don't be too hard on yourself, Sonny. We were all in on it. There were some other people at the studio on the day of the murder. Who were these people? Well, the director and the producer, for starters. Director? We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of their action scenes without a director? Of course. Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it. So, where were these people? The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime and they had a meeting after that. Where? Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer. Studio 2? There was a Studio 2? Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. You go through the gate and all the way to the left. The path where the monkey's head was fallen over. Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination? I think I've already asked all my questions, but... might as well get everything, huh? Miss Oldbag, this is a trial for murder. I know that's silly. Still, they were pretty convincing about not having to do with it. And they gave me a little bonus on the side. So you got your bonus and you still talked. I think I've asked all the questions I have to ask. Alright. Your Honor, we have learned there were others at Global Studios on the day in question. The director and the producer and, some bigwigs were all present. Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers. This court acknowledges that the defense's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Miss Oldbag, and more information about these other people who we have just been told of. I understand, Your Honor. This ends the day's proceedings on the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. This court is adjourned. Whew. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me. Aw, really? It's nothing. Grin. Oh, should I say, sniff. We'll be going down to the studios to do some more investigating. We have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up at the next trial as witnesses for certain, so now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination. So, Nick, have we figured out just who was in that Steel Samurai costume? Could it really have been the old windbag? What do you think, Mr. Powers? I don't think it was her, really. Neither do I, Nick. Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers. Poor old windbag. I feel kind of sorry for her. Well, she wasn't winning any points in there, with or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios. Right, we'll be back to visit you soon. Thanks. Thanks, guys. Sniff. So who do you think is the murderer, guys? Do you have any ideas? It's probably not Miss Oldbag. But who could it be? Oh, by the way, Captain Chips, I finally played West of Loathing today. And you're right, it's a very, very goofy game. Whew, what a day. This is no time for relaxing, Nick. Say, you think WP's got a chance? I guess that really depends on the people we found out in today's trial. The director and producer? Yeah, them. Well, what are we doing here then? Let's get to the studios. Not too sure yet. Maybe we'll see some more people during this session here. What do you think we should do? What do I... Huh? Why don't we do what you just said? We gotta get the scoop on this director and producer. Oh, right. Then there's no point hanging out here. That's what I've been saying. Let's get to these studios pronto. We don't have enough information to make a case yet. It's exactly the same thing you said yesterday. Just admit it. You don't have a clue what happened. There's not enough information. Alright. Pretty sure he's not here. Oh, he is here. Oh, Mr. Wright, thank you for earlier. Not at all. We got lucky, to tell the truth. You can say that again. Let's not. So, WP, do you have any leads that might get us going in the right direction? Sorry, but no. Be sure to tell us anything that comes to mind, no matter how small. We can't rely on getting lucky again tomorrow. Yes, Snip. Do fanboys sneak into the studios often? No, not that I know of. That security lady's pretty strict with them. But in today's testimony, didn't she say they were often hanging around? The kids really love the Steel Samurai. They sneak past when she's not looking, I guess. Whoops. Was the director present at the morning run-through? Yes, he was. He was directing how the Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate should move. Why didn't you tell us that before? Well, just the studio asked us to keep quiet. That has nothing to do with this. I hate to repeat myself, but Nick here is a newbie lawyer, fresh off the bar. When he loses, he's going to lose big. I see. Sniff. Whose side is she on? You aren't hiding anything else from us, are you? No, I sure hope not. Alright. Let's go back to the studio. No one's here. Right now that they have Miss Oldbag in custody, I guess they don't have anyone else to replace her. Hey, in the guard station. Look, she left her donuts. What? Wasn't going to eat them. I bet you were. Let's visit the employee zone. Look, it's that assistant girl. Hey! Hi, WP's lawyers, right? I heard about the trial. Great job, guys. Oh, don't mention it. Is it true they caught the security lady? Oh, Actually, she just called me. She told me to cover up that drain. You mean that one? Yeah, look at the drain. Wow, what a mess. I know. I'm not too good with handiwork. Some assistant, right? Yeah, but you do good work on the props and the backdrops, right? Right. Just lots of times they end up looking worse than they did before I fixed them. Oh, well, I'm sure these things happen. Nothing to worry yourself about. You're right, I won't. Personally, I think she should worry at least a little bit more. If you'll excuse me, I have to go to the guard station. I'm supposed to fill in for Miss Oldbag. Right, see you later then. Good luck with your investigation. Well, let's see the handiwork, guys. So the fanboy they were talking about in the trial today, he came in through that drain? So it seems. I guess they covered it up in a hurry. Hey Nick, if that drain's covered, the boy won't be able to get in. Yeah, I think that was the idea. I feel kinda sorry for him though, don't you? What, you wanna rip the grate off? Really, Nick? We can? Whoa, she's serious? Uh-oh. Yeah, let's do it. Well, I guess some things are just made to be broken. Yay! You know, Nick, you're pretty swell sometimes. Sometimes. Hiya! There, that should make the kids happy. The things we do. Well, there we go. Anyone in the dressing room? This is where the Steel Samurai costume was on the day of the murder. That's what Mr. Power says, at least. I guess they snuck in and took it while he was sleeping. But Nick, what if Mr. Powers hadn't been sleeping? Wonder what the killer was planning on doing then. Huh? She's got a point. Alright. Back to the main gate, I suppose, huh? Oh, hello. Ho, you look a little out of place. It's the clothes, isn't it? I thought my camo vest might do the trick. The kind of an alternative guard fashion thing. So how are the studios doing? There's the police wandering around everywhere. It's terrible. They won't even let me clean up. Don't want me disturbing evidence. I haven't even cleaned up our lunch plates from the day of the murder. You mean those plates with the steak bones left over on them in the employee area? Yeah, can you believe it? Huh. Do kids sneak in here a lot? Well, I don't think there's that many of them, but I do see one in particular a bunch. He's always gawking at the sets or snapping pictures. You should see old Windbag's eyes flash when she sees him. She has a bit of trouble catching him, though. The director et al. I heard something at the trial today. They said that the director and producer were here the day of the murder. Oh, sorry, I was in the prop storage room, so I didn't see them. I guess they were here, though. The studio head seemed pretty eager to keep us quiet. So they were trying to protect the director? More the producer, really. The producer's our real star here. She saved these studios from the brink of disaster and kept them running. I don't think we'd still be in business if it weren't for that producer. The producer, huh? Alright. Let's check out this place. Hey, Nick. It looks like the Detective Gumshoe isn't here today. You're right. He's probably up to his neck in paperwork after the commotion at today's trial. So, Nick, remember that Studio 2 we heard about at the trial today? It was down that path with the fallen tree, right? Yeah, I think that's what they said. Maybe the director and the rest of them are there today. Now's our chance, Nick. Let's check it out. Studio 2. Let's go! Studio 2, everyone. This place is deserted. Crash! Eek! Nick, what was that noise? Uh-oh, it sounded like it came from inside the trailer. Someone must be inside. Hello? No answer. Pretty suspicious if you ask me, Nick. Let's go in. I'm not sure we should be barging in. Huh? It's locked. What? Don't we have a key? No, but there's probably one in the guard station at the main gate. And what are we waiting for? Let's borrow it. If they'll let us. Something's going on here, Mafia babe. Strange place. Look at this. This is bent. There's some flowers here. Wow, so pretty. They're taking good care of these. Don't get too close. That fence looks dangerous. I know. Why have a fence like this? That's dangerous, bro. Really dangerous. I don't really want to be in here. Yeah, it is a murder scene. I want to go someplace else. Nick? Alright. No need to be here then. Hey you. Give us the key. Computer that runs the things, huh? Looks like it was been turned off for the day. Whoops. Guard station, computer. Please don't touch anything in there. Security lady would knock the stuffing out of me if she knew. Really want the key to that trailer. Maybe next time. Yeah, she can't do anything. Alright, maybe it's somewhere here. Maybe in here. What the F? Who are you dudes, Lamau? Oh my gosh. Huh? Wait, you first. Who are you? You look pretty suspicious to me. Whatever, lamers. How can you not know the great Salmonella? I make Tele-3-3-T shows The Steel Samurai, mine, RTFC, read the film credits. Really? You're the Salmonella? I'm so sorry. You look so sorry. No, quite alright, really. It's fine, Raffle. What is it? You know, on closer inspection. Yeah, hot, slobber. Hey, did you do a lot of cosplay? 'Cause that costume rock soars, drool. Rock soars? What? Hey, you're drooling. You hate him already? You hate this guy? But why, though? He's the director. Lol, buffer overrun, pant. You've triggered my creative powers. Yes, it's coming to me. Pink Princess. The sequel to the Steel Samurai, Pink Princess, Warrior of Little Old Tokyo. Ruffle, Lamau. But Pink Princess? Why's it gotta be Little Old Tokyo? Why can't it have a cool name like Neo Old Tokyo? Maya, we really need to talk about cool. Okay. What do you think about this guy, Mafia babe? We know what Captain Chips thinks. Oh wait, how old is he? 32! I'm a year older than him! I hate time. Did you notice anything unusual on the day of the murder? Oh, I know who you dudes are. The security lady who told you about us, eh? That's right. It was a pretty regular day. We had a run-through for an action scene in the morning, and a meeting for lunchtime in the Studio 2 trailer. I was so busy I didn't even get a chance to eat lunch. Sad face. A T-bone steak, was it? Yeah, suck sores. I hate missing out on food. Nick, what does suck sores mean? No idea. Anyway, I was in a meeting from noon until after 4 with the producer and some bigwigs from the network. Mr. Hammer's time of death was estimated at 2:30 p.m. If he's telling the truth, that meeting gives him an alibi. About the producer who was at the meeting with you. Oh, you mean Dee Vasquez. She's a genius. Mad skills all the way. Scary though. Sweats. She brought these studios back from the brink of destruction. She's the one who made it possible for me to make the Steel Samurai. You had a meeting with her on the day of the murder, right? Yeah, we were together from noon to 4 p.m. the whole time. What exactly are these bigwigs people keep mentioning? Oh, the boss over at the network and some sponsors. Also a few production guys. They piled into a limousine and got here right around noon. Major tension. Sweats. Were all of them with you the entire time? Yeah, unfortunately. They're all gray-haired geezers. Scowl. Sounds like they'd all be reliable witnesses. Oh man, what a guy. Let's show some things. Try not to pay much attention to things that don't interest me, lol. But why are you staring at me like that? Let's see. I was thinking this guy would have the, This is WP, right? How do you know? Well, look, it's obviously dragging his foot. Oh, right, the director would know about the injury. He was there. Alright, I guess that's all he can do for now. Freak. Big freaky freak guy. Aha! You again? Eek! How rude, acting like you've seen a ghost. You certainly got back to your post quickly. Oh, the police took me away, they did. They pulled out a spare Steel Samurai costume, told me to put it on. Can you imagine? How could I, a sweet little old lady, wear a giant suit like that? Mr. Powers is pretty tall. As soon as they saw there was no way I could wear it, they let me go. I guess that would rule out her being the murderer. Anyway, know this, whippersnapper. This old lady never forgets a slight or insult, and you won't get any information out of me. My lips are sealed. You sure are talking a lot for someone with sealed lips. Starting now. 1, 2, 3. This lady's too much. About that kid you said you saw. If I see him again, I'm taking him down. Nick, look at her eyes. She's serious. About the director, the one who was here on the day of the murder. If I see him again, I'm taking him down. Nick, I think she's losing it. Oh man, what a mess. Let's go back here. Ah! Hey! Hey, wait! I bet he came in right through that drain. Hey, kiddio, what's your name, sport? I'm not a kid, so don't talk to me like that. Huh? But you are a kid. What a rude little brat. There's no way to talk to an adult. I don't see no adults here, hippie fashion chick. Hippie fashion? Nick, I think I'm being mocked. You got to hand it to Maya. She's pretty sharp and pretty mad. I'm Cody Hackins. Call me Kiddio again and I'll cut you down where you stand, evildoer. Alright, another new character. Let's see. I'm older than Cody Hackins as well. Not surprising. So you're a fan of the Steel Samurai? How dare you utter that name, evildoer? What do you mean? We're on the Steel Samurai side. Haha, haha, you can't fool me. Okay, then what's the last line said by the innkeeper in episode 8? Huh, easy. Like some fries with that? Not bad, kiddio. Watch it. What are they doing? Pinch his cheeks and watch him get mad. Oh yeah, his rosy cheeks. Say, you heard anything about the incident the other day? You were here, weren't you? Did you see anything? He... Always. The Steel Samurai always wins. Always. Yeah, I saw him. I saw everything. What? But no way am I telling you, losers. What? Wait. Let me go. He's gone. Huh? Something fell off the table when he bumped into it on his way out. A bottle? Why was this sitting here? I wonder. Empty bottle slipped into pocket. Found on a table in the employee area. The label reads sleeping pills. Oh. Anyway, what was that kid saying? He saw everything. Saw everything, huh? Huh? Where's that old windbag? Out of her to leave her post. Hey! Nick, that was her. Stop. Stop. Whippersnapper. Yeah, sounds like she's chasing after that boy. Natch. Uh-oh, she tripped. Maya sure looks happy. Alright, can we examine the thing now? Hey, Nick. Now's our chance. Let's check out the guard station. Good idea. Oh, this is it, Nick. The trailer key. The key to that trailer in Studio 2. We'll be borrowing this, right, Nick? Alright. Hey, Angel Love. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to, the third case of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorneys. You're just in time. It is time to open, the trailer thing. This place. I wonder if the key we borrow from the guard station will work. It opened. Great. Let's go, Nick. She seems eager all of a sudden. Well, you first, Nick. Not that eager. Alright, here we go. Into the trailer. Oh, hello. Eek! Someone's in here. Names. Our names? We're WP's lawyers, and, I see. And who might you? Dee Vasquez, the producer. Dee Vasquez, she's quite beautiful. Okay. Hello. I was wondering if you could tell me about the day of the murder. Miss Vasquez? Script. Excuse me? Script. I'm looking for a script. Script? The Steel Samurai, episode 13. I need it. Could we ask you a bit about the day of the murder? I need to read it. We're getting nowhere fast. Well, we have another weird character, guys. If she needs a script, maybe we can look in Studio 1. Maybe it's here. That's for reflecting light. They call it a reflecting screen or something, huh? What? Where do you enthusiasm for all things entertainment? Lighting is fine, but I want to be the director. Or maybe the Steel Samurai. I think she's being serious. Hey, look! That's the chair the director sits in. I've always wanted to sit in one of these. Hey, Nick, take a look at that. One of those black and white boards they clap at the start of the filming. And look, a megaphone! Real life megaphone! Ready, Nick? Action! This girl is in more trouble than I thought. Oh man, it's supposed to... I guess I gotta do all of the options. Alright, let's talk to her some more. We'd really like to ask you about the Steel Samurai. Miss Vasquez? It's on TV every week. That's all I have to say about that. Nick, she's telling us to go watch TV? The nerve of her. Hey, don't get mad at me. About the director, Salmonella, was it? What, exactly is his role here? Perhaps I didn't make myself clear. I'm looking for a script. I can't be bothered with anything else. Nick, are all people in the entertainment business this weird? It's starting to look like it. Nick, let's get out of here. Isn't there someplace else we have to check? Yeah. Wait. Yes? If you see Manila, give him this. Well, why do we have to do your errands? I don't think I like her. Sniff. Don't cry. She'll take it as a sign of weakness. Alright, we'll give it to him if we see him. What do you think of this lady now, guys? Just like that, we have 3 more people. Director, that kid, and the producer. Alright, Mr. Producer, Director rather. Hello. Here, I got this from the producer. Huh? Bring me the script for episode 13? Episode 13? Where did I put that one? I must have left it somewhere. Sweats. Oh, my ass is pwned if I don't find it. Shakes. She looks how she acts, I suppose. Like a very antisocial person. Or, I don't know. It might be quicker to just look in all the places where he's likely to have been. I agree. Alright. I forgot. Now we know where to go. Jump the gun. Ultima jump the gun. She's better than the previous characters. Yeah. We're back at the scene of the crime. Let's find what we need and get out of here quick, Nick. Now we examine this. Hey, look! That's the chair the director sits in. Wanted to sit in one of these. Director. Maya, take a look around that chair for me, would you? Remember that script the director was talking about? Didn't he say he'd left it somewhere? Aha! Found it, Nick. The script. Good work. Script place in pocket. How do we place the script in a pocket? Who knows? Alright, there you go. Here, we found it. Your script. Script handed to D. Vasquez. You're not going to talk to us? Quiet. I'm reading. Just you hold on. What's the big idea? Who do you think you are anyway? And do you even know who we are? Powers as lawyers. Right. Am I a suspect? No, it's just, well, no, but... You wanted to know about the day of the murder? Yes. Anything you could tell us would be a big help. You know there was a meeting here at noon. Yes, with the director and the people from the network. Correct. Now listen closely. None of the people in this trailer that afternoon went to Studio One. It was impossible for us to leave. Impossible? Why? The path was blocked. The path? Whoops. Well, now we can talk to her. On the day of the murder, the path that leads here was blocked? You saw Mr. Monkey on the way here, correct? But Mr. Monkey? BRB. Okay, Mafia babe. See you soon. The monkey with the broken head. Oh, right, that. What an original name. Its head fell over in the wind on the day of the murder. They didn't start moving the head out of the way until after 3. It was after 4 by the time the path was unblocked. Capice? Everyone in this trailer was stuck here until the path was cleared. Stuck in this trailer, stuck until after 4. Hammer died at 2:30. Thus, none of us could have gone to Studio One. What? It's true. A crane came in just after 3 to move the head. We called some people in to clear the way. I'm sure they'd corroborate my story. But wait, what if the head fell over after 2:30? Then you could have gone to Studio One. 2:30, the time of death. Very well. Come. That's Mr. Monkey. When it wasn't broken, it announced the time in ooks. 1 ook per hour. Ook, 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 ook. Always with the ooking. It is a monkey after all. Check its head. The clock inside stopped when it broke. Nick, it stopped at 2:15. 2:15. That's right. This path was blocked from 2:15 until after 4. Therefore, we're innocent. Mr. Hammer died in Studio One at 2:30. See? Goodbye. Welp. That's trouble. What do we do, Nick? There isn't anyone besides WP who could have killed Hammer. It's over. We're finished. It sure doesn't look good. Guess we should head back to the office and plan our strategy. Yeah, this ain't good, guys. Oh my gosh. Next year, I'll be the same age as D. Vasquez. Gosh darn it. Well, back to the office we go. That was astute and erudite? Erudite? I don't know what that means, but it's not looking good for us. Now what? We're fresh out of clues. Everyone's alibi is watertight. We don't even have any promising leads. Things are looking pretty grim. It's a little early for giving up, don't you think? Huh? You've got 1 lead. Maya! It's you! Or Mia, rather. What took you so long? Sorry, Phoenix. Maya has trouble calling me unless she's really in trouble. Right. Oh, wait. I guess that means we're really in trouble. I'd say so. What do you mean we have 1 lead? The boy, of course. Yeah, I saw him. I saw everything. What? But no way am I telling you losers. I don't know. It didn't sound like he was going to help us at all. I'm sure you can find some way of bringing him over to your side. Either way, we should go back to the studios. That boy is our last hope, Phoenix. Thanks. Now I'm more worried than I was before. Well, look who's back, Mafia. Accurate and well-spoken is what that meant. Ah, gotcha. Mafia babe, look who's returned. It's Mia. So what's the best thing to do from here? We need to get to the studio and talk to that boy. So do you have any ideas about who might have done this? We don't have enough information to make a case yet. Where have I heard that phrase before? So that's where Maya got it from. That's where Maya got it from. Half, puff, 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 puff. What's wrong? Half, puff, half, puff, whippersnapper. She's been chasing that boy this whole time. Huff, puff, when I catch him, I huff. Sounds like she hasn't had any luck catching him. Huff, puff, I got a hostage now, whippersnapper. A hostage? Gonna be MIA. Alrighty. Sounds good. What happened to the boy? If I see him again, I'll huff, lay him flat, huff, puff. My, what a violent old lady. Actually, I met with the director just now. My heart, I don't feel so good. Is she okay? But before I go, I'd like to visit the place where poor Hammer died. Right, she was saying she wanted to visit the studio where he died. What's this about a hostage? Huff, huff, when that boy was running away, he dropped this and ran. Huff, huff. He'll come back. Huff, huff, for this one. It's kind of hard to understand her with all that huffing and puffing. Phoenix, that hostage might be what we need. Cody might talk to us if we give him that. Good idea. The soul bag, might I? No! I'm catching that bread if it's the last thing I do. Phoenix, do you have anything you might trade with her? A trade? I wonder. What could we trade her? How about the ski card? Hey, Huff, that's a card, Huff. Studio 1? Right, a card key to Studio 1. Huff, puff, I could visit poor Hammer. I'd like to visit Huff, he died. Woo! I was his fan. You don't have your own card, Miss Oldbag? Studio 1 isn't my turf, Huff, puff. You'll let me borrow it then? If I give her the card key, then I won't be able to get into Studio 1. Yeah, sure. Why don't you let her borrow it, Phoenix? I guess it can't hurt. Here you go, Miss Oldbag. Listen to me, Sonny. I don't like having debts to no whippersnappers. You take this and we're even. Deal? What's this? A Steel Samurai trading card? That sneaky kid dropped it. I figure it's pretty important to him, though. Thank you. I may have a use for this. This must be the hostage she was talking about. Well, trading cards. Right, I'm off. There she goes, hobbling off toward the studio. Let's see if he's in the employee area again. Cody. Mr. Cody. Easy trade, I know, right? Hey! Hey, you! Wait a sec. Phoenix, was that the boy? Yeah, his name's Cody Hackins. I think he ran into the dressing room. Alright, into the dressing room we go. He's sure to be in here somewhere. Found you. Damn it, he's getting away. Come back. There, he's back. That was easy. How did she... Hey there, would you mind helping us out? Please? I'm Cody. Hello, Cody. I'm Mia Fey. Nice to meet you. Yo! And I'm Phoenix Wright. Who asked? Phoenix, you can take it from here. I'm not so sure I'm qualified. Well, let's talk to this kid again. The Steel Samurai's so cool. I think he's, the bomb. Ha, what would a lamer like you know about the Steel Samurai? Hey, watch that attitude. Phoenix, you really shouldn't yell like that. He's only a kid. Yeah, don't yell like that. I'm only a kid. So do you know anything about what happened here? Could you tell me, please? I don't know nothing. Looks like a little persuasion's necessary. Maybe a bribe. A bribe. Wonder what kind of bribe, guys. Boring, man. Maybe not the badge, but maybe his cards. Cody, this look familiar? Hey, my UR. UR? Huh? UR, you know, ultra rare. That card's really hard to get. Man, for a grown-up, you sure are dumb. I'll give you this, if you help me. But that's my card. By offering me something I already own, you're in effect swaying the very basis of our consumer society, mainly the principle of fair trade. Man, for a grown-up, you sure are dumb. What do they teach these kids in school these days? Quantum physics? Whatever, I don't need that card. Huh? I got a double. Just keep it. It's yours. What? After I went through all that trouble? If you want to trade, find me a really rare card. Really rare? You mean there's something rarer than ultra rare? Ultra rare premium cards are way rarer than plain ultra rare cards. Come on. Man, for a grown-up, you sure are dumb. Premium rare? Why do I feel like we're talking about stakes? Well, shoot. Do you know anything about trading cards, Mafia babe? Is there a store somewhere we can go? Or something. Well, we can't go in Studio 2. Or Studio 1, rather. Enter Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Let's see... I haven't gone to the detention place yet. No. I guess Mr. Powers isn't questioning. Oh well. Let's try again another day, Phoenix. Okay. Where was that one bottle, by the way? Was it here? On the table? On the table? The remains of the other day's lunches are scattered around. Everyone's probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on one of the plates, minus the steak. Alright, at this point I kinda don't remember where to go. Storage room, the film equipment, bicycle. What's the point? It makes it a lot easier to go up hills. Where have I heard that line before? Maya said it too. There's a half-finished backdrop for a stage here. Looks like a castle. Probably Neo Old Tokyo Castle. Guess we can go back in here and maybe examine some more things. There's a box of snacks on the table and some cans of soda. They're all empty. I'm glad Maya isn't here to see this. She'd be devastated. Sorry, what was that about Maya? Uh-oh, nothing. Nothing! There's some regular suits in among the costumes here. Those must be Mr. Power's personal clothes. They always have the mirrors like this in dressing rooms. I see my hair is still nice and spiky, just how I like it. There's an array of cosmetics here. According to Maya, that wig was used in some old TV show. You don't know Samurai Boogie Woogie? You're even lamer than I thought. What does everybody but me know about this show? Mr. Powers' bag. How Phoenix is not polite to look through other people's belongings. Hey, don't look at me. Tell that to your sister. Alright. Let's present some things here, I guess. Like the photo. Hey, it's the Steel Samurai. Huh? Why is he dragging his foot like that? Where do you get this anyway? Oh, I don't know. Nowhere. The samurai spear. That's totally cool. Wish I had one too. This kid and Maya would get along great. I don't think any of these are worth it. Steel Samurai theme, by the way. It's locked. I guess he doesn't open his window much. It's kind of dusty outside. Looks like someone was sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap. Maybe he did. I don't know. Alright, nothing new here. Maybe there's something in the trailer? Aha, here we go. Oh, hi. Hello, what brings you here? Oh, well, I had to arrange some stuff. Yes? The, girl with you, doesn't she seem a little different? Like, is she even the same person as before? Nope, she's the same as always. Same as always. Okay, whatever you say. Have you seen that boy since then? Nope. You missed it, though. The security lady was chasing around after the boy so fast I thought she'd collapse. Of course, he got away in the end. Boy, was she mad. Actually, we saw them. How's the old windbag doing? She was squeezing donuts through her clenched fists back at the guard station. Some people take their job as a little too seriously. Are all posters on the wall here of Hammer? Yes, it's really a terrible loss for the studio. But his popularity had been waning recently, right? That's true. Then again, after what happened... After what? After what happened? You mean you don't know about Hammer? No, what? I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said anything. Wait, now you have to tell me. What happened with Hammer? I'm sorry. I'm probably not the one who should tell you. Uh-oh. Why do I get the feeling something's being covered up here? Probably nothing, right? Hey, do you like cards? Do you know anything about this? Hey, that's a Steel Samurai trading card. I collect those, actually. I'm one card away from a complete set. A complete set? Yeah, a set of one of each card. Huh. Wait. That's it! That's the card I need! You don't know how long I've been looking for it! I don't care what kind of girl you might think I am. I need that card. Oh my gosh. But please, I beg you, please trade with me. But trade with you? Yes, trade cards. Look, I'll even trade you an ultra rare premium card. Trade me a... Huh? Yes, it's a good deal for you, or ultra rare. Please! Phoenix, can't you see she's desperate? What's everyone getting so excited about? Trade. Okay. Really? Thanks. Then this is for you. Alright, I got it. I got the card. Yahoo! And there she goes. Doesn't doing good things like that make you feel great? Yeah, it does. Alright, let's get out of here. I thought that she was in Studio 1. I didn't know she was in Studio 2, or I forgot she was, because I'm a big forgetful doodiad. Hey, kiddio. Here's your card. See this card? Yeah, so, wait, that's it. That's the last ultra rare premium card I need. Come on, give it to me, please. You gotta give it to me. Wow, I've never seen him so eager. Right, okay. How about a trade? You're on. I'll give you a samurai spear and throw in an evil's magistrate to boot. No, not that kind of trade. Oh, I don't want cards, I want information. Huh? You sure? Fine by me. URP card given to Cody. Okay, Phoenix, let's hear what he has to say. If he knows something that could help us, we can have him take the stand tomorrow. Alright, here we go. Time for some information from the youngster. So, you like the Steel Samurai? He's so cool. I guess. You're judging him by his looks. You have to look at his actions, at his life. I'm being lectured on life by a grade schooler. You like him too, don't you? Oh, me? Yeah, I, love the Steel Samurai. So tell me, what was your favorite thing about the Steel Samurai? His kind nature, his fighting skills, willpower's acting. Let's say kind nature. Right, come on, think of something. Really like his, kind nature. What a guy. Totally. He looks so tough, but inside he's as gentle as a kitten. Yeah. So, what else do you like about him? Don't tell me I have to keep this act up. Tell me what your favorite thing about the Steel Samurai is. Gotta think of something. I like it when he vanquishes his foes. Yeah, wazam! The Steel Samurai always wins. Always. Check this out, it's my fan album. What the? It's all pictures of the Steel Samurai. I go to every live performance. Those stupid publicity stunts where they beat each other up in public. I always take the picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Wazam! I got 'em all. I never missed one. A perfect collection. Check it out, my new digital camera. Wow, that's very impressive. The newest model, isn't it? You bet, lady. I just got it for my birthday. My album has a name. Wanna hear it? The Steel Samurai's Path to Glory. The Steel Samurai always wins. Always. Hey, you want this? You can have it, lady. Really? Are you sure? Yeah, I took these with a digital camera. I got all the data at home so I can always make another one. Well, then I'm happy to accept. Thank you. Alright. What's with people always giving stuff to Mia? What a life. What happened? You were here on the day of the incident, right? Yeah. Did you see anything unusual? Cody. Cody, he needs to know because he's fighting for justice. Isn't that the Steel Samurai's motto? For great justice? You have to help us fight for great justice too. I saw everything. Well, we might get some useful information out of him yet. Cody, I need to ask you something very important. What did you see on the day of the incident? I got here that day around 2. I had to come in through the woods out back so that old lady wouldn't see me. I got kinda lost though. I was in there for maybe a half hour or so, and I finally got to the studio. After that... What is it, Cody? The Steel Samurai killed the bad guy. He used his samurai spear, just like always. One shot, one kill. It happened so fast, I got scared. I went home after that. I see. Must have been hard for you. Man, you say those nice things, but it's obvious. It's so obvious you aren't speaking from the heart. Right. Mia? Yes? I think we can say for sure this means the Steel Samurai did it. True enough. And the director had an alibi, so it wasn't him. Indeed. So, the only person left who it could have been is Will Powers. Have to admit, it's kind of a shock. But if you put this boy on the witness stand, your client will be found guilty for sure. Let's not call him then. I think that would be wise. Best to leave this one alone. Not so fast, pal. Uh-oh. I heard everything. This boy here is a key witness, and he's under police protection starting now. Come on, son. You've got a rendezvous with me down at the precinct. No, I ain't going. Wah. That didn't go so well. We're back to 0 leads, and now we have a serious handicap in court. What are we going to do, Mia? Well, I really need to be going. Don't worry, Phoenix. I'm sure you'll be fine. Whoa. Come to the trial tomorrow, please. I need you there. Phoenix, can I ask you something? Do you really believe that Mr. Powers is innocent? I believe. Of course he is. That's all I wanted to hear. Excellent. I'll see you in court then. Great. Thanks, Mia. See you soon. To be continued. We're in trouble, Mafia babe. It's still showing like it's no one but Will Powers right now. I need a wee little drink, because I've been reading a lot. Okay. Good to go, guys. Let's do this. Mr. Wright? Yes. Why do you look so unhappy? Nothing. Really, it's nothing. Right, Mia? She looks even unhappier. Phoenix, your client is now practically a dead man walking. Perhaps that's why I feel practically close to him. This is no time for dead people jokes, please. You know we're going into this trial utterly defenseless. Yet, if Mr. Powers is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it. Something overlooked? We have to find something, Phoenix, today. It's that or lose the trial. This isn't going to be easy. So can we find something Mafia Babe to turn this trial around somehow? Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. An unexpected fact has come to the attention of the court. Yesterday, we learned that there were other people present at the studios. Today, I would like to show evidence proving that they had nothing to do with the murder. Very well. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. I wonder if it'll be that producer. The prosecution calls Mr. Salmonella to the stand. Or that director. Oh god. It's this guy again. Somebody has to slip up eventually. Someone has to. Will the witness state his name and profession? How rude can you get? You don't know me. I'm the director. I make the Steel Samurai, noob. Raffle. Salmonella. I'm a director. Television. Were you at Global Studios on the day of the murder? Yes, Your Honor. Very well. Please testify to the court about the events of that day. Phoenix. Let's start by picking this testimony apart. If Powers is innocent, you know what that means. Someone in the trailer on that day did it. Right. She doesn't waste any time putting on pressure. Maybe it'll be this guy that slips up, huh? I was at the studios from around 9 that morning. During the morning, I was doing, an action scene run-through. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. I heard that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area, but I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were in the meeting until around 4. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. That's about it. The time of Mr. Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., and according to your testimony, you were in a meeting at that time. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. You're back. Welcome back, Captain Chips. You're just in time. The trial is starting once again. And look who's in the hot spot. I was at the studios from around 9 that morning. Is that when you always come in to work? Oh no, I come in all sorts of hours. It's the industry way. Yeah, I know all about the freaks in your industry. Still, FWIW, I was pretty busy all that day. Sad face. Tell us more about that. During the morning, I was doing, an action scene run-through. In the employee area? That's right. It was a fight scene between the Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate. Was anyone else at the run-through? Oh yeah, that security lady was sitting there watching the whole thing. Lol. She was cheering on Hammer, if you can believe it. She certainly has the lungs for it. Anyone else? Nope, just us four. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. Why did it go on so long? I'm pretty sure you've already heard about this, but WB twisted his ankle during the run-through, see? Oh right, plus the limp. Which of course led me to missing my lunch. Raffas. Raffas? Rolling on the floor, starving? I heard that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area. Oops. What exactly did they have for lunch? T-bone steak. The assistant cooked some up. Come to think of it, there was a plate with some bones on it in the employee area. Everyone else, meaning that the witness did not eat with them. But I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. So in the end, you didn't get to eat? Yeah, no steak at least. Can you believe that? That must have been tough. Phoenix. Yeah? Doesn't something about that seem odd to you? It's contradictory. Yeah, it does seem odd now that you mention it. Mr. Manella. What did you want, Sweats? When I went to Studio 2, I saw something on the table there. There were 2 plates, the same kind of plates as the ones in the employee area. Who ate lunch there? No, good call, Sweats. I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it. But I did eat after all. A T-bone steak, you mean? Yeah, well, I mean, the assistant went through all that trouble. I had brought it to the trailer, thinking I could eat it later. Clearly a man who likes to eat. I suspected as much. So, when exactly did you eat it? We took one break during that meeting. I wolfed it down then. Drool. A mental image I will carry with me to my grave. Wait a second. If they took a break in that meeting, that contradicts his testimony. I'll press on that one a bit more. Meeting until... Phoenix. If his alibi holds powers is finished, press him as hard as you can when he's lying or whatever. Everyone ate lunch. I had a meeting in the Toos trailer. Was it this one? Say something about that seemed odd to you. We read this already, so blah, 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 blah. We're in the meeting until around 4. What were you discussing? The Steel Samurai story on our budget. Get this, the sponsors turn to me and say, Mr. Manila, those scripts of yours are not appropriate for children. Can you believe it? Actually, I kind of can. So, nobody left the table during the whole meeting? During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. You didn't take a single break? Well, yeah, not one. Sweats. What's he sweating so much about, I wonder? Well, I had an idea. Wait a second. Maybe I do have an idea. Wait a second. Mr. Benella, you just contradicted yourself. Didn't you just tell the court that you ate a T-bone steak during the break? Oops, raffle. Well, Mr. Manella, what's this all about? But well, yeah, I guess we did take a little break. Phoenix, great job. If they took a break, one of them could have gone to the studio during that time. Your Honor, I call on the witness to testify to the court about this break. Very well. Mr. Vanella, your testimony, please. Uh-oh. Edgeworth is laughing. That's crazy. A little bit crazy. Yeah, board and board, we took a break, raffle. But it was only 15 minutes. 15! That's only 13 in base 12. Not enough time for someone to say, commit murder in Studio 1. Lol. That's only just enough time to eat a T-bone steak if you ask me. Steams. I don't think it would be even enough time for that, but that's just me. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Yeah, board and board, we took a break, raffle. What time exactly did you take this break? I'd say it was from about 2:30 or so until 4:45. 2:30? That's the time of death. So he could have gone to Studio 1, killed Hammer, and come back. I guess it's possible time-wise. But it was only 15 minutes. 15? That's only 13 in base 12. What were you doing for those 15 minutes? Eating my T-bone steak. What else? There were 2 plates on that table. Oh, right. The other one was D. Vasquez's plate. D. Vasquez, the producer. To eat a T-bone steak in 15 minutes, that's quite a feat. Not enough time for someone to say, commit murder in Studio 1. Lol. Oops. Why is that? Haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning? Your Honor, the testimony to this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. The people in the trailer had nothing to do with this murder. It was impossible for any of them to go to Studio 1. What? Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Surely you aren't suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to Studio 1. Well, Mr. Wright? Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give me your answer. Before you give your answer. Do you claim someone from the trailer went to Studio 1? They couldn't cause the monkey. I don't want to write off so many possible suspects, but I can't keep claiming the impossible either. I agree that it was impossible for anyone in the trailer to go to the studio in that time. Haha. I thought you might be thoughtlessly trending on thin ice again, but I see you had at least an inkling of the truth. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? It's quite simple. True, the break in the trailer meeting came right at the time of death. However, the path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked. The fallen Mrs. Monkey's head barred the way. At around 2:15, a strong gust of wind knocked off the studio's mascot's head. Ergo, when the people in the trailer took a break at 2:30, the way to the studio was blocked. Blocked by Mrs. Monkey's severed head. It's actually Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point, and somehow I feel no desire to correct him. I believe we have seen enough evidence. I would like to relieve Mr. Manella from the stand. What? It's over? Very well. The court's opinion on this case is as follows. We have found that there were several other people in Studio 2 on the day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of these people could have gone to Studio 1. They therefore have no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regard to the photo of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day. All that is lacking is decisive evidence that he is the one who did it. If we had that, I'm afraid I would have to find Mr. Powers guilty. Your Honor, the prosecution is pleased to announce that we indeed have a decisive evidence. A witness. Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth? My witness saw the very moment when the Steel Samurai skewered the victim. Order. I will have order. I see. The court will take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear your witness. Court is adjourned for recess. Alright, let's play on the slide. Or the swings, or whatever. What do we do now, Mia? Everyone in that trailer has an alibi. I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong. But, Mia! Don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do I have? Don't get me wrong. I've never given up on a trial before, not while there was a chance. Only one thing became clear in your cross-examination. The people in the trailer could not have gone to Studio 1. I thought there was more to it than that, but I was wrong. That's all there is. What's going to happen to me? It kinda seems like everyone in that courtroom thinks I did it. They think I'm a murderer. Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you are innocent, we will prove it. I guarantee it. Leave it to us and be yourself. Be strong. Whoa! Hey, good clean gamer. Thank you for the raid. It must be the janitor. Yep, it's the janitor. The unseen janitor. How you doing though, guys? How was your Fortnites? Or better yet, how was your Lego Fortnites? I hope it was good. You are the hope to steals to children everywhere, after all. Get clean. Oh, I feel clean now. How you doing, though? Welcome to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. A very, very, very good and fun game. Family shenanigans is always a good time. Definitely. But I'm glad to see you're doing good. Thanks. Sniff. Okay, Phoenix. This one's for the kids. Let's do it. If everyone here wants to stick around, you'll see this game in action. This amazing, fun game in action. If you like court proceedings and this kind of thing, then you'll love this game. Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution has a concern. As our witness is a grade schooler and of tender years, and this is a murder case, we were worried that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with his cruel questioning. Nice to see Edgeworth taking the moral high ground. However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hatkins to the stand. Hehehe. Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on. Oh, right. Guard, please bring him a box. One of those donut crates should do. Court proceedings, weird characters, and the best dialogue ever. That kid is evil. He looks evil. He stands for justice. He only looks evil, though. Hehehe. Will the witness state his name and grade in school? Witness. What? Just because you're all grown up don't mean you can push me around. Nerf. Cody, answer his question, okay? Hey, it's you, the nice lady. I'm Cody Hatkins. I'm in 2nd grade. I get the feeling this is going to be a long, long day. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle. Stands for justice, but too short to write it. Yep, exactly. Witness, Cody. He's having trouble with this gentle thing. You were present, you were at Global Studios on the day of the, incident? You got a problem with that? Please tell us what you saw that day. What, Pops? You want me to tell you and Gramps with a beard over there? Just Mr. Edgeworth will be fine. I prefer bearded gentlemen myself. A very long day. Incidentally, photographic evidence, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom. My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if he couldn't bring it. I'd like special permission if that's possible. Wait, so you're saying you had to bargain terms with a kid, and you lost? Hey, I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it all that good yet, but I bring it with me wherever I go. Phoenix, I wonder if he had that camera on the day of the murder. You better make a note of it in the court record. Hey, Lucas. Bailiff, take his sword. His sword is a lethal weapon. His plastic sword. Courthouse humor. Oh yeah, you'll never see a courthouse humor like this. The level is top-notch in this game. Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court about what you saw the day of the incident. Here we go, guys. Have you ever heard of this game, by the way, Good Clean Gamer? It's really, really good. I wanted to see the Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. I went through the woods off the path so that old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kinda lost on the way though, for about 30 minutes. When I came out by the studio, there was the Steel Samurai. It totally rocked. Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow! If I had my camera with me, that would have been time for a shot, I tell you. Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home. Does the bailiff even ever get more time as a character? Not really. No. Very much you have heard of it? Nice. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination, but be gentle. Remember, you're talking to a child. This kid is tougher than most adults we see in here, honestly. So let's see if I know the answer, if I can remember what it was. Let's see, if I had my camera with me, that would have been time for a shot, I tell you. Let's see. Photos of every victory scene. Cody always carries it. Yeah, he always carries it. Cody, what you just said seems, well, a little strange. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You were quite clear about that. Huh? Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right? Mr. Wright, a word with you. Uh-oh, was I putting the pressure on too much? What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about? It's, a digital camera, Your Honor. It's kind of a new sort of camera. How do I explain that? I see. Anyway, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studios. You did bring it, didn't you? Mr. Wright, how cruel you are to terrorize a poor child so. I don't care if he is a child or a prosecuting attorney. No one should lie in court. What do you mean, or a prosecuting attorney? Well, Cody? What? Yeah, so I had my camera. So what? You got a problem with that? So, you did have a camera? And did you use this camera? Why would I use it? I was too busy watching. Very well. Please testify to the court about what you were so busy watching. What I saw. What he saw. Yeah, I had my camera with me, but I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham! Then, the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong, the Steel Samurai rules. Gripping? Is this a gripping case? Huh? Is that all? Well, that was brief. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. This kid. Yeah, I had my camera with me. So, why didn't you use it? He's getting to that. Relax and listen. I didn't use it because I was too busy watching the real thing. but I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. So you were watching the Steel Samurai. Did you watch the whole fight? Yeah, of course. You didn't turn away, not even once? No. Okay then, tell us exactly what happened. Yeah, I'm getting to that. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham! So the bad guy attacked him first? Yeah. What sort of person was this bad guy? I told you, a person. He was a person. How was he dressed? I kinda don't remember. I was too busy watching the Steel Samurai. I see. Now what happened next? Then the bad guy stopped moving. Why? Huh? What do you mean, why? Why wasn't the bad guy moving? Well, because the Steel Samurai brought him to justice. And how exactly did he do that? Huh? How did he do it? With a samurai kick and a samurai punch, samurai chop, samurai slap, something like that. He's still being very vague about this. What? Don't give me that look, Pops. How should I play this? Oh, whoops. Yeah, if I press too hard now... No, that's not right. I did the wrong option there. Press him harder. Cody? What? Something's bothering me. Before you said that you couldn't take your eyes off the action. Yeah, so what? Yet you missed the most important part. What is the meaning of this? The witness has stated what he saw quite clearly. You know as well as I do that he's being vague. Tell me, what kind of murderer uses a samurai slap? My point is this. Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurai's fight, but you missed the most important part, the killing blow. Order. Mr. Wright? How could this be? Can you explain how he might have missed something so vital? That's the thing. Phoenix, I believe you're on the right track with this. Think, why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? I know you can figure this out. Mr. Wright, your answer. We have ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight? He was watching something else. How about show evidence? Your Honor, I have evidence. Evidence? Yes, Your Honor. Why did Cody look away from the fight? Well, he was busy with this, I think. You think, guys? Here's my proof. What's that? The camera? The witness stated that he recently... Whoops. Let me get back into my chat room. The witness states that he recently received this camera. Yes, I'm aware of that. He wasn't entirely familiar with its operation. I'm aware of that too. Ah! Correct. Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at the critical moment? Because he was looking at his camera. He was trying to take a picture. Hey! Bullseye. What's your problem, Pops? You got a thing for picking on little kids? Pressing, not picking. Good job, Phoenix. Cody was lying, clearly. Smart of you to realize there was no way he could just stand there watching his hero and not take a picture. Right. Cody, there was only one reason why you would have to look away from the fight, and that was because you wanted to take a picture. But having just received your camera, you weren't used to using it yet. So you missed the climax of the fight, correct? Yeah. Well, Phoenix, I'll bet you anything he's hiding more than that. Have him testify again. Right. Yeah, means business. Your Honor, the defense would like to request that Cody Hackins testify once more. Hey, the Pikachu King. Objection! That's what I say. Objections. But yeah, welcome to the stream. Welcome to case number 3 of Phoenix Wright. Very well. Cody, could you please tell us about your camera, and about why you didn't take a picture of the fight? Welcome to the real world, kid. You're playing this yourself? Ooh, nice. What case are you on? Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai has just escaped from the clutches of the villain, so I held up my camera to take a picture, but the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. That's how that happened. Yep. I must get this old aching body to bed. Aw, good night, good clean gamer. Hope your back gets better. Tell your back to be nicer to you, alright? Tell it to be nice and not mean and old and aching. Tell it to be young and fresh again. But yeah, take care, my friend. Good night! Case 3, Game 2. Ooh, nice. We'll get to there eventually. We'll get there. I like this game. I hope you like this game too, Pikachu King. Anything strange in the testimony, Mr. Wright? I'm not sure. But I'd like to proceed with the cross-examination anyway. No photo? Yeah, you're right, Pops. Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. I held up my camera to take a picture. Yeah, we'll press these ones. But you just started Game 3, Case 2? Nice. Yeah, enjoy all of the cases while you can. Get ready for the other collection of Ace Attorney games coming out next month, actually. Why couldn't you take a picture? My new camera has too many buttons. I couldn't figure it out. I tried to take a picture. I really tried. But the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. When the lens opened, what did you see? Well, a person on the ground, and the Steel Samurai. But that's all that happened. Yep. Remember watching the Ace anime? Yeah, I have it. I have the Ace Attorney anime. I want them to do a Hollow Justice anime now. Will they? I don't know. That's all? Yeah, I told you I didn't take a picture. I would have once I got that lens open. You'd really not take a picture? Not even one? Nah, you definitely would have taken a picture. There's gotta be something here I can use. Cody? Listen up, Cody Hackins. I know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture. Hey! Bullseye? How did you know? I see through all your lies, Cody Hackins. It's one of my powers. What? Wow. This feels great. Yeah, I took a picture. Perhaps you can change your testimony to reflect this, Cody. I took a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased them. Are you sure about that? Look at this book, guys. It contains photos of every victory scene and every battle the Steel Samurai has won. This is his scrapbook, by the way, in case you missed it. So, why would there be no picture for his perfect book? Cody? What? Man, every time you say Cody, you follow it with something bad. I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day. Huh? Oh, right. What was it you told me then? I go to every live performance. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Wazam! That's easy. It's easy. I got 'em all. I never missed one. A perfect collection. Cody, did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe that you would just erase it. Wouldn't you keep it for your album? Ah! Mr. Wright, what exactly is this album? It's called Path to Glory. It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody Hackins. He claims it's a perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai has won. I see. Do you find this very odd, Your Honor? Among all these pictures of the Steel Samurai, none were taken that day. Order. Mr. Wright, have you an explanation? If the Steel Samurai had just defeated his adversary, I certainly would expect to see a picture of it in this album. Exactly my point, Your Honor. No. Wait. No way. Phoenix, I think we finally discovered the truth. And what a truth it is. But, Mia, are we sure about this? Did he actually... Yes, I'm pretty sure what you're thinking is right. Tell them, Phoenix. Tell them what the truth is. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what is going on here. Why was there no picture in the album from the day of the murder? Why would the boy have erased the photos he took? What do you think, guys? The photos were blurry, he erased them by mistake, or the Steel Samurai didn't win? Well, if he has victories from every single Steel Samurai win, that could only mean... Didn't win? I can only think of one reason, Your Honor. The Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted those photos. You mean the Steel Samurai lost? Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai.
No way. No. It's impossible. The Steel Samurai never loses. He never loses to anyone, ever.
Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. There was a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. The same reason he erased his precious photos. For Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose, yet to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth. Order. I will have order. Witness, I mean, Cody, is this true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw. Cody, that day, you saw the Steel Samurai lose a fight, right?
Okay, you're right. The Steel Samurai fell down. Then he didn't move.
Order. What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? The Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim. Yet according to your witness's testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell. Mr. Wright, what's going on? Apparently we have all made a serious error. An error? What's this all about? Hammer was the victim, the Steel Samurai was the victim. There was no victim. Only the Steel Samurai was the victim. If you understand what really happened, it's actually quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer, he was the victim. Don't you see? Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai. Order. So, the Steel Samurai in this photograph? You're saying the man in this costume was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer? That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jack Hammer was present at the action scene run-through that morning. Thus, he obviously knew about Will Powers' foot injury. But wait, hadn't Mr. Hammer gone to Studio One already? That's what everyone thought. But remember what Miss Oldback said in her testimony.
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Did I see poor old Hammer? Nope. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station.
Mr. Jack Hammer left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him going to Studio One, nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room. Then he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. But why would the victim do such a thing? I don't know. I get it. I thought that the Steel Samurai wasn't moving strange, so it was a different person inside the suit. Pops. Huh? Me? What? Actually, there was one picture of Data I saved. Data? Yeah, a photo on my digital camera. What? Show us quick.
No way, man. Not if you're gonna look at me like that.
Now.
Sniff. Here, this is it.
Something about this picture is a little strange, don't you think? Well, looking at this, it's still a little hard to say. I'm afraid that it could be anyone in that costume. Your opinion, Mr. Wright? I agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence. I'm sorry, this doesn't look like it's the proof we need. I'll give it back. Wait, Phoenix. Mia? What? Look at this. Look at that photo once more. That's it, Phoenix. That photo is all the evidence you need to win this trial. What? Your Honor, may I see that photo one more, please? Certainly. I don't see why not. Phoenix, show him. There's a glaring, decisive inconsistency with the facts as we know them in that photo. What is it, guys? What's the inconsistent facts? Do you see it? Do you see something strange? How about this? Your Honor, look at this. I see a gate. Might I draw your attention to the number on the gate? The number? Ah, yes. Well, it's hard to see, but it looks like a 2. Clearly not a 1, Your Honor. Correct? Ah! I believe Mr. Edgewood sees what I'm getting at. But, that's impossible! Yeah? What's this all about? Please explain so that I might be shocked along with the rest of the court. I'll use the studio guide map. The body was found here in Studio 1. However, what do we see in this photo taken at the time of the murder? It does not say 1 on that gate in the photo. Your Honor, here is the true scene of the crime. Show the judge where the murder took place. I think it took place here. Here, at Studio 2. I see. That would explain the 2 on the gate in the photo. Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder took place in Studio 2. The path was blocked. Maybe. The path to the trailer was blocked. So we have heard. The path was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time. Yes, I suppose that would be the case. Remember Mr. Salmonella's testimony? Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could have not have gone to Studio 1. Yet in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the only ones with the access to the scene of the crime, Studio 2. As you may recall, there is a trailer in Studio 2. Now on that day, a meeting was held in that very trailer. There was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of death. During that break, Mr. Salmonella and Miss Steve Vasquez were outside eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime. Order! The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person that the security guard Miss Oldbag saw was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. Mr. Hammer, for some reason, stole a steel samurai costume, and he went to Studio 2. This is madness. Jack Hammer is the victim. The victim! Why would he steal a steel samurai costume? Are you suggesting he did so to cover up the details of his own murder? Well, no, of course not. Or do you have proof? Give me proof that the victim, Jack Hammer, stole the costume. I don't have proof? I don't remember. Proof? Uh-oh, I'm pretty sure I don't have anything like that. Phoenix, even if you're not 100% sure about this, you have to try. I think you've got proof that it's good enough to win them over. Just go for it, all or nothing. Your Honor? Yes, Mr. Wright? Actually, I do have proof. Here's my proof that Jack Hammer stole the costume. Maybe this? I might be jumping the gun, though. The picture? Try the picture. Wait, no, that can't be right. I got to... This is it. An empty medicine bottle? I found this on the table in the employee area. The same table where Mr. Hammer and Mr. Powers ate. The label reads sleeping pills. Sleeping pills? The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent that entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer. Wait a moment. That bottle does raise some suspicions, yes. But there is no proof that Mr. Hammer used it. Your Honor, I have an idea. Fingerprints. An idea? Very well, let's hear it. I want to check this bottle for fingerprints. If my claim is true, Mr. Hammer's fingerprints should show up on this bottle. I suppose you're right. Very well, this court will take possession of the bottle. Empty bottle given to the judge. This case is crazy. And this is only case number 3. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Cody Hatkins' testimony has revealed new possibilities in this case. In fact, things may have happened very differently than we previously thought. The steel samurai seen by Miss Oldbag may have been the victim, Jack Hammer. The scene of the crime was not in Studio 1 but Studio 2, and those in the trailer did have time to commit murder. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? Your homework is to find the answer to the following questions. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume? Also, who killed him and why? Find the answers for me by tomorrow. That's a lot of homework. Mr. Edgeworth? You will need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you will need to reconsider your suspicion of Mr. Will Powers. As you say, Your Honor, this trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension. This case is Sparta! Very well, court is adjourned. Woo! That was a close one. We were saved by a hair, but that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home about 3 times during the trial. Me too. Really? You both seem so confident. Ha, maybe I should take up a career in acting? I was ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times back there. Me too. Dead? Of course we're kidding. Are you sure? I wasn't kidding. Now, Mr. Powers, we have to go make our final investigation, but I promise you we'll find the true killer by tomorrow's trial. Right, thanks, Sniff. So who could it be, guys? Which one's the murderer? We have two suspects. The director or the producer? That was a close one, huh, Mia? Really? Too bad. I'm sorry I missed it. Maya? So, what happened? Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea who did it. Now all I need is a motive and proof. Wow, good going, Nick. Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have. Initial trial? What's that? That's the new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed the whole process up. So under that system, trials have to end in 3 days? Yeah, pretty much. Well, we've got no time to waste. What if that was a thing in real life? Trials have to end in 3 days. I don't get it, Maya. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume? What? You mean Mr. Hammer was wearing the costume? Yeah. But Mr. Hammer was the victim, Nick. Why would he go through the trouble of stealing it? That's what we have to find out. There's a possibility that they're in league is very real. Do you mean they're in cahoots? What happened with the director's testimony? Well, it's pretty clear that the producer and the director were both in the trailer. Huh. Which means that the killer has to be one of them. Really? Why? Because the real scene of the crime was Studio 2, where the trailer is. What? Was Maya always this excitable? Whoops. Oopsie! Yep, they're in cahoots. We'll see. Well, have you noticed anything that might help us? I can't see what's going on when Mia is here, so no, I haven't noticed anything. Right. Maybe we should go talk to WP. WP Powers. Right. Alright, let's get out of here. Mr. Wright, you did very well again today. Thank you. Oh, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears? Wow, Nick, you must have really wowed him in there. And could you wipe that grin off your face? Hey, WP, only 1 day left. Let's make it count. Yes, though there's not really anything I can do to help. I'm not really sure what I can do either. Please, this is no laughing matter. Could you tell me more about Miss Vasquez? Oh, the producer? She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius. A genius? She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days. Why is that? Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and... And? What? Nothing. Forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow. Can you tell me anything about Mr. Manella? Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director, but something in his work caught Vasquez's eye. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows the name Salmonella. I hear he's pretty much at her beck and call, though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high, and all that. I can imagine him being at her beck and call, though I can't imagine him jumping. Ouch. I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? but Penny just dropped off the face of the earth. Oh, yeah, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business, but he just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global. How could he do that? I was really looking forward to a sequel to Samurai Summer. He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Miss Vasquez came to Global. 5 years ago? 5 years. What happened? The old windbag sure is quiet today. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Nick? I think her guard's down. Yeah? I bet we could even eat those donuts in the guard station if we wanted. You eat, you die. Woo! She's alive. Oh my gosh. I was wondering about Dee Vasquez, the producer. Oh, the studio bigwigs love her. So she always gets her way. She seems bitter. Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry. Can I ask you about Salmonella, the director? Sal, he's soft, a pushover, does whatever Vasquez tells him to. She treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. Huh? Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick? No it doesn't, Maya. About Mr. Hammer. Arg! I heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer, you drag a star down from the sky and stomp on it, calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this. Uh-oh, she's really pissed this time. You listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Powers' costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low, it's impossible. Well, you heard her. Guess we'll go here first. I guess they're not filming today either. I did want to see them filming, just one time. This trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later. I guess. This is where you found that bottle of sleeping pills, right? Uh-huh. I wonder if there's any other clues lying around. Yarr! No touching. Eek! Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you. Didn't mean? I almost had a heart attack. Heh, I guess I can be a little dramatique at times. Suppose it's the actor in me. Dramatique indeed. Ahem. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on that table. Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, pal. Traces thereof. Okay. So you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills? How? For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct, but I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to these sleeping pills. See? There's traces that'll change color. Wow, neat. Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for? Now, everything in due time, pal. Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color, all right. So the food on this plate had been laced with sleeping pills. Looks like it. How goes your investigation? To tell the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers, and some people think we should switch suspects. What do you think, Detective Gumshoe? Well, pal, hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kinda bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though. How is Edgeworth doing anyway? Mr. Edgeworth is out of control. He was in the waiting room and he crushed this paper cup with hot coffee in it. Whoa, talk about burns, pal. Wow, the fury of Edgeworth. Yeah, crushing paper cups. Cups? Bottles? Say, whatever happened with that empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills. Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim, Jack Hammer's prints on the bottle. So that means... Yep, it sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim. So I was right. What does this mean, though? Why did Jack Hammer do this? Why? Oh, hello. What are you doing here?
Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so... What? What? Why? But WP's innocent. Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done, but... This week is the last episode of The Steel Samurai. What? No! I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer. Yes? On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2. Huh? I thought he went to Studio 1. He stole the Steel Samurai costume too. What? Why would Mr. Hammer go do something like that? Oh, I guess the rumor must be true then. The rumor? Yeah, Miss Vasquez, the producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything, she said apparently. Some dirt? What dirt? Dirt, you know, bad stuff. I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set and the way it was, too. The film set? Was that trailer part of the film set, then? What do you mean, the last Steel Samurai? I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No, no! Also, I heard that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids shows anymore. What? Why? I don't know. It's sad, but that's what the Global Studios decided. Why aren't they going to make kids shows anymore? The studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand? But how can they just do that? What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai? It's okay. I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow. No, that can't be true. If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something. Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this. Look at Mr. Monkey's head. You can clearly see... Actually, maybe this one. And this is... A fan collected all of these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be cancelled just so some adults can save face. I would think you would understand that better than anyone. You're right. Okay. But what can I do? Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago. Okay. Could you tell us what happened 5 years ago? Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently 5 years ago, someone died, and it was Hammer's fault. Someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush it up. And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer? And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to do. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, you know, Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got out. I see. You know who knows more about this? Miss Oldbag. She was here at the studios back then, you know? Thanks, we'll try asking her, if she'll talk. Alright. Let's see if she'll talk. What? You're still slinking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take over for me? The old windbag doesn't look so good. Everybody's doing their darnest to forget Hammer. Who do they think their Global Studios made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer. It's all due to Hammer. She's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance. 5 years ago. I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. Who told? Who did you hear that from? Huh? Nichols. Nichols? Nichols, Nick. Penny Nichols. The assistant we talked to. Do you like your name? Penny Nichols? Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he? What, whippersnappers? Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that, and the recently departed, no less. I suppose you think this is fun? No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers. And you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume? You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof? proof that Hammer still powers his costume. I'm sorry, Miss Oldbag, but I do have proof. I can prove that Mr. Hammer stole Mr. Powers' costume. The sleeping pills! Here's my proof. What? What's a little empty bottle supposed to prove? It's a bottle of sleeping pills with Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it. What does that prove? I'm sure old Hammer had some sleepless nights. Where's your proof that he used those pills on Powers? Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct? Well, yes, so? This is the plate that he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate. I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. Miss Oldbag? Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in. Miss Oldbag, you're right. 5 years ago, there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the mafia. She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning.
Wait, she has ties to the mafia? Mafia, babe, she has ties to you?
After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone. Miss Oldbag. Hold on a minute.
Poor Miss Oldbag.
Here, take this. A photograph?
Oh dear.
Wait a second. This is the picture. Is this the trailer in Studio 2? Hammer was supposed to fight with a bad guy on the top of those stairs there. He pushed the other actor, and the man fell onto the flower box fence. But how did you get this? It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it. I understand.
Whew. That's some crazy stuff, guys.
Well, let's keep on going. Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume, then he left from here to go to Studio 2? Right. But why? I wonder if someone called him, like the director or the producer. Nah, no way. Hey, Nick, it's Miss Vasquez. Hello? Hello?
Ow!
Maya, you should at least try to be polite. I'm watching the clouds. That's all she had to say, apparently.
Oh, Jesus, there are more twists in this case than a freaking pretzel shop. Oh yeah. You think this case is crazy? Soon we'll be going to a pretzel factory.
Excuse me. Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder and... Shh. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you. Do something, Nick. She's really ticking me off.
Oh dear.
Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai. I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai. You did it. Nick, she did it. She's the killer. Mafe blood speaks to me. I know it.
Oh dear.
I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manila. If you must talk about that man, perhaps you should talk about it in the trailer, by yourselves.
Oh dear. Well, let's do a little picture revealing.
She's not even looking. Where? What? Where did you get that? Oldbag. Old? She means the security lady, Miss Oldbag, Nick. Right. Anyway, Miss Vasquez, you hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer. The wind. Huh?
The wind.
It is blowing. It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind. Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer. Nick, She went inside the trailer. Alright, let's go in the trailer. You came. Well then, what was that you were talking about? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Miss Vasquez, you were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kids shows for petty change. So I'm a blackmailer now. Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure it was an accident, but you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. Oh? I hadn't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord. But you were the cause. You pressured him, and to think it was just an accident. Excuse me? What is this all about? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think. What would it be if it wasn't an accident? No. No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? That is what I mean. Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? And I ran him hard, believe you me. But the security lady says it was an accident. Oh, well, she was a big fan of Hammer's, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hand, she did. Gave him a few bruises, too. So that's why she had the photo. She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. He could have made a copy. But he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me. Now. What? This is valuable evidence. Boys? Uh-oh. This don't look good. Who are they? Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What? The trial ends tomorrow? How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why should D. Vasquez care about it at all? I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, erase away. No! Hold it right there. I heard everything, pal. D. Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me, now. Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. I'll be looking forward to it. Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. Detective Gumshoe. Thank you. I was really scared. Huh? Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job. Go, Gumshoe. Gotta love Gumshoe. Gumshoe's great. One of my favorite Ace Attorney peoples. Detective Gumshoe? Sorry, it's just, I wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay, I've got just one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon. Well, Nick, it looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. And who is at the bottom? D. Vasquez. Is this it, guys? Is she the one? Well, I'm gonna save the game, guys. And I think that will be it for today. Yeah, I know, there's one more day, but it would take a very long time to finish it. So, yeah. We're going to go, to the thing. Worth noting, everything in the man's name and title means detective in some form of slang. Isn't that great? But yeah, we'll save the game here. And, how do we get to the main screen? The main menu? I guess we don't. But yeah, that'll be it, guys. Tomorrow, well, not tomorrow, in 2 days,
we'll see the ending of this case, and we'll see the start of case 4. So look forward to that. Hope you're all still enjoying this game, by the way. I mean, I think you all are. All of you are on the edge of your seats and all that stuff, am I right? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna go rest my voice now. I'm gonna go watch one of the greatest Christmas movies ever, which is also the greatest Muppet movie ever, but that's besides the point. You love it? Awesome. But yeah, take care, guys. I love you all, and I will see all of you on the tomorrows. Bye-bye!